guys, it's Monica. I am back to making a few videos slowly. Just wanted to say thank you to those who have given me your messages of support and love. I really appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, I lost my little baby Punkin. He was my 19-year-old cat, and I'm going on the 3rd week now. Health was failing for a long time, but unfortunately the way he passed was very sudden, complete accident. He fell into our pool and drowned. So that's been very unsettling, on top of everything else that was already going on with him. For anyone that's ever lost a pet or loved one, you know, it's hard already, but when you experience a sudden horrific thing like this, you just go through a whole lot of things, you know. And I just really appreciate everyone that's tried to lift me up during this time, and hopefully, I mean, I'll never forget my little baby Punkin, but hopefully I'll be able to get back to my sparkly self eventually. I'm taking baby steps. So thanks, guys. I have gone to my favorite place, the Dollar Tree, and everything that you see here for this year's ensemble for the wreath is from the Dollar Tree. And I'm gonna make, maybe because I've got so many flowers, I'm gonna make a smaller wreath, and I'm gonna use this wire. It's a metal wreath ring. I figured if I had enough flowers, enough to make a second one, I'm gonna give this little baby a shot. This year I went with some ivories and creams and beiges with a pop of green and orange. I also did this year find the little pumpkins that they had at the Dollar Tree, and in light of my recent loss, I wanted to go with the pumpkin theme. I just feel like I need to be surrounded by pumpkins and try to make what is usually my most favorite time of year joyful in some capacity by having a little pops of colors and some sparkles and stuff, because I know Punkin would want me to enjoy it, and I'm trying. I know this is going to be a weepy video, and I do apologize in advance. Here's my little pumpkin. His little ashes are in this container, and I'm waiting to get a little urn. This is one of his little favorite toys that he used to lay his head on when he would take a nap. This is Leroy the rat. So Mr. Leroy's been hanging out with Punkin to keep him company while I've been waiting for something better to put his little ashes in. My friend the vine wreath that I got last year at the Hobby Lobby, and I can't believe it's still in one piece. As many times as I've made wreaths now, I only have 2 of these, and I keep taking them apart every time I make a video for you guys so I can do another theme. I took my blue and pink wreath apart, which is what this one is here, and I'll put the link to that video down in my description box. I decided I'm going to make a wreath that has kind of neutral colors that I can leave up year round and not necessarily be for fall, but yet it kind of can still go that way if I feel like I don't want to put together my little corn cobs and pumpkins and all that stuff. So I went with a lot of whites and creams and beiges, and I did get several of the white and gold pumpkins from the Dollar Tree for my mantle. So the wreath itself may not be, hey, I'm a fall wreath, and that way I can leave it up year round if I feel like it. And I still have the elements of some pumpkins by what I actually put onto my mantle. And then also it's an homage to my little baby Punkin. What I'll be doing is taking these different flowers apart off of their little stems, just like I've done in previous videos, and cut them apart here off the stems, depending on how their stems are, or depending on if like this is several different flowers, but I may want that to look as one flower there. I've got several different varieties of flowers. Love these. They're like a sunflower almost, but they've got a glitter center, but it's not so much glitter that's overwhelming. To me, I used to call Punkin my little Lion King, so I got several things that kind of remind me of lions. This flower reminds me of a lion. These little scraggly, I believe these are mums. There's little scragglies with their petals here. They kind of reminded me of a lion. also do these here. These are also mums. I've got some hydrangeas and some little white roses. I've got some lilies here, just kind of mixed it up. But I've got a lot of golds and creams and greens and muted oranges. This is just some spray. This is called flocked branches. But I got the neutral green, and I have a little touch of the orange element through there. I'm going to be taking those apart and putting them in the wreath just like I have done before, and then attaching some little birdies in some neutral colors. I did get one that is orange, and they just have a clip so you can move these little birds around. I also got some ribbon again to make a bow if I want to do that. And then this year they had some of this decorative mesh, and I got the green, the gold, the orange, and the brown. And you can see a picture here on the packaging where they've kind of balled it up and stuck it onto a wreath. And then of course I've got these pumpkins. I'm going to be putting the pumpkins around in groups of 3 and 4 on my little tables as well here in the living room to kind of carry the theme off of the mantle into the rest of the living room. I will have to find a place to put all these because they are breakable. They're ceramics. Alright, so I'm going to get started. So far, this is what I have. I'm trying to balance it around. I think I'm going to go up pretty tall on this wreath since I have so many flowers. I don't think I'm going to go all the way around. I'm trying to balance my colors with my golds and my creams and my whites, kind of spreading them out a little bit. And just cutting all of my little flowers apart here as I go. I did have some floral cutters, but I don't know where those are at the moment, so I'm using my memory wire cutters just because I don't feel like searching any longer for the floral cutters. But it is best to use the floral wire cutter so that you can cut your stems. You don't want to use a regular pair of scissors on those because that is wire in there and it will dull your scissors. Yeah, I just wanted to show you using my memory wire cutter, which is this lovely tool right here. I'm just bending the stalk here right at the end before the thickest part of the flower and cutting each individual flower off. So just like how I've done in my other videos, that way I can take the entire flower apart if I want to, and that way I can disperse the colors. See, that just cut right off there. This is how it's looking so far. Gonna fill in the blanks here. I need to come down through here with a little bit more filler, but I think that's really gonna turn out beautiful. And then I got a couple of spots down here and right up here that I want to kind of fill in, plus do the birds and maybe put a bow on top. And I'm gonna put my final little birdie up here on the top so that I'll have 3 little birds. I have a gold one, a cream one, and then my little pumpkin-y one. Hi, Punkin. Here's my wreath, and put my little bird up there. I tried to make several little elements here for me to serve as something happy to help me remember about my little pumpkin cat. I did various different elements. Like I said earlier, I used to call him my little Lion King because he was a Maine Coon cat and he was real puffy when he was young and just looked like a little lion. So several different elements of flowers carry that theme through with the little mums. Various different elements that to me just reminded me of little lion. I also used some of these elements here, you know, that could also be for fall, but I could leave this up year-round if I wanted to because this is a nice neutral palette. And if I want to take out the orange, I can. I like orange anyway, so for me, even though orange is not neutral, it's very bright and a lot of people associate it with fall. I am from Tennessee, so it's always been one of my favorite colors. And Punkin was an orange and white kitty cat, so this makes me happy. I hope you all enjoy it. Something I just realized, guys, not even planning to do it intentionally. I've got cat whiskers on my wreath. Oh my goodness. Wow, talk about subliminal messaging here to yourself or subconsciously thinking of things. There is my wreath, and I unwrapped the orange, the yellow, and the green mesh material. The process of unwrapping it, it curled on its own, and I thought that that was pretty. I went ahead and just kind of wrapped those around each other, just laid them across the mantle, and then I put my pumpkins and kind of grouped them with metal and the white. So then I've got some of these little tea lights that are just battery operated that I've had a long time from the Dollar Tree. If you have some twinkle lights, this would be a really neat way, sort of like when you do your Christmas lights, you know, you can lay them across your mantle and then just lay that mesh over top of the lights and plug those in. But I didn't have any Christmas lights that were handy and I didn't feel like digging them out, so this is what I've done, and it just makes me happy. It's dressed it up in here. I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to back up a little bit more so you can see. I actually went ahead and made a little container to put my little baby pumpkin's ashes. That little tin that I showed you earlier, I just put that inside my vase here. So it's hidden down there. Just a little flower arrangement that I've used in that vase that's pumpkin colored, and I surrounded it with a few extra little pumpkins that I had left over. Apparently it is supper time because here are my other 3 cats. That other orange and white one over there is Blinky. Here's his girlfriend Simone. And here is Simone's daughter, String Bean. String Bean was the runt of the litter when she was first born, and she's not Blinky's daughter, but now she's as big as a dog. I'm blessed to have these little cats. They're our little fur babies. These birds are not afraid of these cats. They will walk up here and eat the cat food, and every one of these cats will just sit here and watch the bird do it. See? Oh my goodness. Let me go feed these cats so they can get their sustenance. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy fall, y'all. Have a sparkle-riffic day.